and welcome back. Lately I've been knitting some socks for my aunt and buddy reading the Zodiac Academy series with my friend Diane. This sock pattern is the lace cuff sock from this pattern book I got from Joann's years ago. After a few adjustments to the pattern, just making the cuff a little bit smaller and the leg piece longer, this is one of my favorite sock patterns. I make it all the time. I made some for my cousin for Christmas, and my aunt asked for some afterwards. Reading and knitting is quickly becoming one of my favorite pastimes, but I can only manage it once I'm on the leg and the body of the sock. The cuff and the heel are too involved, so I can't divide my attention like that. And sometimes I just get sucked into the book like you can see here. And even though I've knit 7+ pairs of socks, I always have to look up the Kitchener stitch to make sure I'm doing it right. I always get mixed up with the starting directions, and if you do those wrong, that can make your sock toe look lumpy instead of seamless like it's supposed to be. So this is me finishing my aunt's pair of socks. After knitting, I immediately block them by soaking them in cold water and a touch of laundry detergent for at least 20 minutes. The yarn I used is from the brand Yarn Bee in the colorway Hibiscus Palm. They say it's 100% superwash merino wool, but I don't really know what the superwash means. I just assume that that's a fancy way of saying it's a wool blend. So after they soak, I slosh them around and give them a good squeeze, and then lay them on a towel to roll up and press the excess water out. This is what they look like, by the way. Then it's time for my favorite part, which is stretching them over sock blockers and hanging them up to dry. I always hang them on this mirror in my studio so I can admire them every time I walk in and out. It's gardening time. Got my notes open. I've got my books out. The battery's back on. So what the hell was I saying? We've had like a freeze recently, and it's warming up now, so I think today I'm gonna get all my seeds out and do a little bit of planting, and then if the planting goes well, probably also try and get outside today. But I've got some seeds here in the closet. You see here, there's a bunch of seeds rolling around. And these are winter vegetables, so these are things that I could plant. Like I should have planted them earlier in February, but I think I can go ahead and plant them now, and they'll still carry on until it gets too hot here. Alright. Woo! I have a bunch more seeds. These are lima bean seeds that I grew myself and then dried out in the sun. And I'm gonna try regrowing these this year. And then these are Cave City watermelon seeds I saved and dried. I think the watermelons in Cave City, Arkansas are so good because of the soil there. But I'm gonna try planting these watermelon seeds that I saved, and then I'm gonna buy Cave City watermelon, and hopefully one that I grew if it works out, if I dried them right and they actually produce a fruit. And then I'll compare them and see if mine is anywhere close to theirs. I think that would be cool. These are all bagged up from some plans I had. Got some extra sheet in here, and I think I even have some tree seeds. Yeah. Dwarf weeping larch tree. I don't really know what that is. I just varnished this oil painting. It's my first time ever varnishing. These paintings have been drying for a year, if not more. Honestly, I was super nervous about varnishing them because I've never done it before, and the internet was like, oh, there's a specific way to do it, and you gotta be really careful, blah blah blah. Though, honestly, I think it's just making sure that it's dry. You have to make sure that your oil painting is dry, and then you won't mess it up. It's not a big deal. And it makes it look super nice. I really like how it made the darks pop, and I proceeded to varnish every single painting that I've ever done, including the ones that are hanging on my wall. And I didn't even remove them from the wall, I just did it straight on there. I used a matte varnish, and I do like that it removes some of the glare that I had, especially from using linseed oil to slow the drying, but I would like to try a gloss varnish in the future. Good morning. I just got out of the shower, not gonna fix my hair. I'm about to set up a bunch of photography equipment, like a backdrop and some lights, and I'm going to take pictures of my art. Today I'm finally gonna stop procrastinating on taking photos of my art and making some prints. I borrowed a camera from my mom. I'm hoping that it will be nice enough. If not, I have this video camera, and maybe that will be nice enough, or at least good enough for some starter prints to be able to do some local booth sales. That's my goal. Good morning. I'm about to set up the photography area in the living room again. 6 watercolors left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more oil paintings. So basically I've got quite a bit that I need to photograph and then make prints of, and then after I do that I can start fucking making art again. I'm very excited for that because right now I've just had everything strewn about and it's been not easy to paint. I had to use my video camera in order to take all the photographs, so not all of them were high enough quality to be able to make it to prints. I'm working on taking better photographs so that I can make more prints, so please keep an eye out for those. If you'd like to support me, please check out the Redbubble link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!